Okay, let's just say it out loud. There are way too many coding agents out there right now. Seriously. Every week, it feels like someone's dropping a new solo dev friendly tool, a shiny IDE plugin, or yet another, this is the one coding agent. And look, I get why everyone's chasing the next hot model, but let's be real. As a solo dev, your budget is not infinite. Neither is your patience for figuring out what actually fits your flow. And yeah, for me, it's gone from which one's best to how do I stitch together a stack that actually works for the way I build apps. So yeah, I want to get super honest about why I think every solo dev should have more than one coding agent, even if you're trying to keep costs sane, because none of these agents are perfect for everything. Just real quick, I'm Daniel. Been living in the iOS trenches for what, over 8 years now? Started off freelancing, working with clients, figuring out what actually works and what just burns you out. But after Dub 25, I kind of flipped the switch and went all in on solo dev life. Since then, I've shipped a bunch of my own apps, started putting everything out there in public, and honestly, these days pretty much all my energy is going into Crafter's Lab. And yeah, it isn't just another tutorial site or another AI clone farm. This is my actual home base for solo devs who treat AI like a real teammate, not just a vending machine. And yeah, I'm in it literally every day. I'm building, tweaking, breaking stuff, just seeing what sticks, with Claude, a cursor. And honestly, whatever agent hasn't hiked their price this week. And yeah, if you're a part of the Patreon crew, huge thanks. And heads up, everything's moving over to crafterslab.dev. And honestly, if you want to get in as an early member and lock in your membership, now's kind of the sweet spot. Here's where it gets real. If you'd asked me a year ago, I'd have told you just pick your favorite agent and double down. But lately, the more I build, the more I run into walls that a single tool just can't climb. One day, Claude is crushing Swift refactors. Next day, I'm hitting some arcane error that only GPT-5 Codex seems to untangle. Cursor gives me beautiful plans, but their context, limits, or weird billing warnings suddenly pop up and kill my momentum. And then out of nowhere, some free agent or little known API unlocks a new angle for reviewing my code. So, yeah, now I'm the guy with 3 terminal tabs open, juggling Claude Code, Codex, Cursor Composer, and whatever flavor of the week API I'm stress testing. I'll be honest, it's about redundancy. When one agent starts hallucinating, or the plan mode gets stingy, or some usage cap shows up mid session, I can just pivot, copy, paste, try the same prompt somewhere else. Sometimes I'll even run the same chunk of code through 2 agents just to see which one catches the edge case. It's a little chaotic, but it's the only way I've found to actually trust the process, not just the tool. But here's the kicker: model variety isn't just a luxury for big teams, it's a survival hack for solo devs. You never know which agent will get your code base, which will grok your stack, or which will quietly break when you need it most. Having a backup, even if it's just the free tier, has saved my butt more times than I want to admit. I know it means an extra sign up, another password, maybe even another $10 a month, but if you're like me and you can't afford to stall out mid sprint, it's honestly worth it. So here's where the money talk comes in, because honestly, not all of us can swing $100 to $300 a month on agent tools. Some months I'm barely justifying a single paid plan. Other months I'm in full experiment mode, grabbing APIs left and right to see which one fits my workflow best. And yeah, it changes, sometimes weekly. One agent gets better, another raises prices, Cursor's billing cycle shuffles, Claude launches a new mode, API deals come and go. I've been on every kind of budget here. Some days I'm living off free tiers, knowing that means trading privacy or having to put up with limits, but hey, it gets me unstuck. When I've got $10 or $20 to spend, I'm looking for the plan that gives me the best quality for that week's big push. Tray, windsurf, whatever's running the sonnet. 4.5 or GPT-5 models that month. On higher budgets, sure, I'll pair up Claude Code with Codex, maybe throw in a cursor plan mode just so I can bounce between them when one agent taps out on requests or context. But no matter what, I'm never betting on just one tool to get me through a sprint. You want to be able to prototype fast with one agent, review your code with another, and keep a free model in your back pocket in case everything else stalls. It's honestly the only way I stay in flow, having a little stack, even if it's just a $10 to $20 mix, so I'm never waiting for a billing cycle reset or an agent to come back online. The wildest part, the only constant is change. You'll wake up one morning and find your favorite tool nerfed or the free tier slashed. Every solo dev I know is basically running this little game of musical chairs, always ready to pivot. Is it exhausting? Sometimes. But it also means I'm never locked out of my own workflow. That's the trade-off, and right now it's the only way I know to actually get work done without gambling on a single agent's roadmap. So, this is what's really shifted for me after a year of doing this. The old way was agent as a vending machine. You drop in a prompt, hope for the best, and pray it doesn't spit out garbage or lock you out mid-session. But honestly, that's the fastest way to burn out. The solo dev game gets easier when you start treating your stack of AI agents as teammates, not vendors, not vending machines, not magic boxes. They all have quirks, they all have limits, and you actually get the best results when you know which agent to call on for which job. For me, it's turned into this little dance. Claude for the big picture plans and tricky Swift UI refactors. Codex or GPT for tight, iterative debugging, especially with wild edge cases. Cursor when I want smart structure or batch file edits, and whenever one tool gets weird, I can always bounce the prompt elsewhere, keep moving, keep building. The magic, if there is any, is in not getting too precious about your stack. If a tool stops fitting, drop it. If a new one shows up, try it for a week, and yeah, every now and then when a new billing update lands and blows up my flow, I'll get a little more motivated to fine-tune my local stack or double down on the notes in my Claude.md or rules.md. So no matter what agent I'm using, I can keep my workflow sane. At the end, being a solo dev right now is all about building your own network of tools. Your AI agent stack isn't just about what's trendy or who has the best model this week. It's about who actually shows up, who helps you ship, and who makes your process a little less lonely. That's why I'm never going back to just one tool, not after the year we've all had. So, yeah, if you're still here, honestly, I just want to say you're kind of a legend. I mean, wading through this whole AI agent circus every month is no joke, right? Stuff changes, prices jump, your favorite tool suddenly ghosts you, and you're left wondering if anyone else is going through the same mess. But honestly, I think that's what makes it kind of special to be a solo dev right now. Every new tool, every new agent, it's another shot to tweak your workflow, chase a little more flow, and maybe finally find that magic stack that just clicks for the way you like to build. I mean, come on, if there's one thing I've learned, it's to never get too precious about any single agent. Treat them like a crew, not a vending machine. Swap them in, rotate them out, level up your favorites. And if one of them starts getting flaky or messes with your flow, let it go. You ever feel like you're just speed dating AI tools? Yeah, same. But you keep building, keep shipping, and honestly, you keep your sanity. And hey, if you've got your own mix of tools, or some weird ritual that's helping you survive the AI pricing shuffle, I want to hear it. Seriously, drop it in the comments. I actually do read every single one, and half the stuff that's kept me sane lately comes from folks just sharing their own hacks. So don't be shy. Look, if what I said today hits home at all, do yourself a favor. Go check out crafterslab.dev. No joke, it's packed with everything I wish I had when I started out. There's a Discord for real accountability, a Notion workspace with live team spaces like the playbook, basically my home base, where I plan apps, write the messy.md files, and actually show the unfiltered build process. There's Swift Brain for anyone trying to train up OSS models or just give Claude and Cursor the context they need. And Ops Lab if you want my actual AI agent powered workflows, templates, and blueprints. No hype, just real stuff to get you moving. And yeah, it's all still evolving, still a little scrappy, but that's kind of the whole point. If you want to get in early and lock in your spot, now's probably the time. So keep crafting, keep experimenting, and seriously, don't let anyone tell you that one agent is enough. Not if you want to actually build, ship, and stay a little bit sane. All right, that's it from me. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.